Hi, welcome to the Forest of Arden. My name is Chris Ryan. Today's video we're looking at practice swings, what you might want to use them for, and we're going to cover 3 different situations, looking at how your practice swings might differ in each of those situations to give you the greatest chance of hitting the best shot. So we're going to start off on the tee, we're going to then look at a second shot, and we're going to then look at a shot from around the green. And this is how I would approach it if I was playing, let's say, a tournament. Now, for me, this 12th hole, it's a par 5. It's a little bit of a right to left dog leg, not much. It's got a little bit of curve around to the left. It sets up perfectly for me. I tend to move the ball right to left with the driver, so this is a hole which I stand on. It just really suits my eye. So in terms of the shot, to me, this is just a standard driver swing. I believe the ball's going to move right to left. Suits the hole. I don't have to do anything particularly special. So my practice swings are really just, for me, just to get a feel of the golf club and just to get a bit of rhythm and just get myself relaxed before the shot. So if I was hitting this tee shot, I would take my setup behind and I would just have a couple of little, almost half back swings. But I'm really just trying to get a good feel for a rhythm. Once I've done that, I can just step in and I can hit the tee shot. Okay, and that is absolutely perfect. Little draw down the fairway, and that's going to give me hopefully a second shot to the green, and we can talk down from that second shot how my practice swing might differ for that shot compared to this shot. So this is where my tee shot's finished on this par 5, managed to hit the fairway. I've got about 180 yards left into this green, and the flag you can see is kind of up on the right hand side of the green. And for me, I'm going to try and hit a fade into this flag. So that's a left to right shot for me. So what I'm going to do now is the practice swings I take before this shot are going to be slightly different. We said on the tee that my driver swing is a standard driver swing because it was going to work right to left. But this, as I say, is a left to right shot. So my practice swings now are going to be a little bit more based around what do I need to create in order to hit that fade. So I'm going to make some practice swings now where I feel like I work the club a little bit more across my body, and I feel like I hold the face a little bit more open to that. So my practice swings are really around what am I trying to feel as I go ahead and hit this golf shot. So these are different. You notice that they're a little bit more held off, and I'm trying to give myself, before I hit this golf shot, the right feels in order for me to execute this shot. Once I've done that, I can then go in, set myself up, and hopefully execute exactly as I want. Okay, started left, just fading back. That's looking like it's pretty good, and I'd certainly be happy with that. So my practice swings before this shot were different. A little bit more about what the shot was I was trying to hit, trying to create the right feels, enabling me to go ahead and recreate that over the ball. So let's get up by the green, and we'll show you what you might want to do when you're chipping and pitching and how you might use your practice swings for those type of shots. So I'm now just in front of the 12th green, this par 5. And I'm going to use my practice swings again differently to how I have done for the tee shot and the second shot. You will hopefully have noticed that so far the practice swings I've taken have been from sort of back here behind the golf ball, either trying to get myself a nice rhythm, or in the case of the last shot from the fairway, trying to create the feel of the shot I want to hit. I'm going to hit a chip shot here. I've got my 58-degree club. You can see I've probably got about 20 yards, about 12 yards of that is this sort of fringe grass, and then it's onto the green. Now, I'm going to decide where I want the ball to land, how it's going to react, the flight that I want to hit the ball on, and I'm going to make all those decisions before I step into the shot. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my practice swings from just to the side of the ball. And the idea here is for me to make practice swings to really get a feel for what I'm trying to do. Now, for me, that will mean taking enough swings that I feel comfortable. So I'm not going to stand here and say to myself, I'm going to make one practice swing and I'm going to walk in. I'm going to stand here and I'm going to look at where I want that ball to land, and I'm going to make some practice swings trying to get an idea of what that might feel like. Now, that might make me take 2 or 3, it might take 4 or 5, but I'm really trying to get a feel for what I have to do. Once I'm happy, I'm really going to then focus on that flight, step in, and then hopefully execute something fairly similar. okay? And that's just pulled up a little bit short, but I'm not too unhappy with that. So again, my practice swings were very different. They were really trying to, you know, get me comfortable, really trying to get me to understand what it's going to feel like to hit that shot. Very, very different for each of those situations. The tee shot was just a standard driver swing. That dictated what my practice swing was like. The second shot, I was trying to shape the ball. So again, that dictated what my practice swings were like. And then round by the green, very much a touch and a feel shot. And again, that shaped how my practice swings were going to be. Also notice where I took them, behind the golf ball for the first two shots. And then for this shot, it was to the side of the golf ball. So starting to think about what you do in your pre-shot routine can be really invaluable when you're out on the golf course, helping you execute those shots a little bit closer to what you're intending to do. Your practice swings are not going to be preset. It's not going to be you will do the same thing on every single shot and it will be your routine. It might vary depending on where you are on the golf course and the type of shot you're hitting. So hopefully that helps. Use your practice swings to your advantage. I think it will help you execute the shots a little bit better, a little bit closer to what you intend to do, and hopefully that will help you lower your scores. Thank you very much for watching. Usual stuff is down below the video. That's the comments box, the like button, and there's also a link to subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, click the link and it'll take you to the subscription page. All the videos are free, more coming each and every week.